Listen, I'm aware that Russell Westbrook rubs a lot of people the wrong way. His personality, he doesn't seem like he's friends with a lot of guys around the league. Night in, night out, he's talking crap to another guy. Listen, bro, I think when Russell Westbrook's done playing the game of basketball, he's going to be a very light guy. If he decides to get in the commentary, I doubt it. I think he's going to be like a fashion icon. I'm not the fashion guy, but it looks like that's the world that Russ is going to go into when he's done playing. But I get it. He's not the most light guy around the league. He's not the greatest with the media. He's not the greatest with coaches. He's not the greatest with teammates. You know, look, if he could treat his teammates better, I'm fine with that. I don't care how he treats the media. Look, I love Russ's competitive edge. If he needs to be a dick to the media and players and everyone else, I'll take it, because what he gives the game of basketball, you just can't make this up. A guy that has that, literally, we watch Michael Jordan from a mental standpoint every night on the basketball court. He is one of a kind. That's why he's my favorite player. You know, you got to take the good with the bad with Russ. He's going to chuck up a lot of shots. He's going to miss a lot of shots. But every night, that dude gives it everything he has on the basketball court. He's going to win you some games. He's going to lose you some games with his mentality. But at least you know what you're getting with him night in, night out. He's been really going at it with a lot of guys this year. You know what it is? He's shooting the ball. He's never been the greatest from the field. But around the rim, he's always been pretty efficient. He's been missing a few lay-ins this year. He's like 64% from the free throw line this year. That's unheard of. He's been going backwards in that department for the last few years, but in the 60s for a point guard of his magnitude, I gotta believe his knees bothering him a little bit. That's just me personally. He had a procedure this summer. I believe it's bothering him a little bit. I think it'll take him some time to get back, or maybe he'll never get back, depending on just how his body responds. Most of his game is sheer athleticism, and it's in his knees, so he needs his knees. So a lot of guys are going at him this year. They're saying that it's a down year for him. You know, he's still averaging a triple-double, by the way, in a down year. But he's shooting poorly from the field, and guys are giving him a lot of mouth. And I thought this was interesting what happened the other night between the Thunder and the Portland Trailblazers. Him and Dame Lillard kind of got into it, so we're going to run the play here. Dame's guarding Russ. Screen set. Dame he falls. He gets caught in the screen, and Russ drills the two. We go back later in the game. Russ with the huge jam. You got to lift the house up on that one. You got to let everybody know this is my house. So we go back down the court. Portland's about to take an L, by the way, in Oklahoma City. Russ had a triple-double in that game as well. Still averaging a triple-double. Dame's going to get fouled on a three from Russ. Now, Dame and Russ got into it. They never talked on the basketball court. They got into it. Matter of fact, Dame said after the game, we don't even talk. Now, if you read Russ's lips right here, apparently, he said, I've been busting that ass for years. That's facts. And Dame responded. I don't even know how it started. I think they kind of bumped into each other. But you can read Russ's lips say, I've been busting that ass for years. That's facts. And after the game, again, Dame was quoted as saying, look, we don't, and Yusuf Nurkic got in between them. And Dame, you know, you can see him going back and forth here. And Russ called Yusuf Nurkic a clown after the game. And Paul George is like, look, I'm in the MVP conversation. Forget all this. And that was a little petty slam from Amino. I get it. I get it. They're competitors. Russ, you know, he daps up Dame after the game. I get it. Look, it's competitive. Look, every win matters. These are two teams competing for spots in the West right now. They might face off in the playoffs, and I'm here for 7 games of Dame versus Russ. That huge jam. Dame got fouled on the other end. Some words were exchanged. It's nothing. You know, Dame said they really don't talk like that. He said we really don't even communicate with each other on or off the court. And, you know, they've both been in the league for a little minute now. I just thought that was interesting. Look, I like Russell Westbrook's energy. He's like, I've been busting that ass for years, bruh. Yeah, I'm talking that talk. Yeah, to you, Dame, another all-star. I've been busting that ass for years. You know what this about. You know what happened when you come to my house. You're going to get this work. And not only did Russ talk that talk, he backed it up with a win. Salute to Russ, man. He hard on these NBA players, man. Everybody, really. He's hard. Man, I pray for those twins that he just had. Those kids they're not going to be able to eat chicken until they might have to wait till they get out of the house to eat fried food dealing with Russ. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. who are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
Telefair. Mr. Telefair.
Mr. Telefair.
Mr. Telefair. Shout out to Mr. Telefair.
You're watching Mr. Telefair TV.
Mr. Telefair TV. Here with the Triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.